movie, but maybe you can elaborate a little bit more for those who didn't get it from the movie. Or give some...
Hi everyone, my name is Amigal. I'm from co-founder and CEO of SQream Technologies. We've created an SQL database that works on large data sets. It can scale from 10 terabytes of data to all the way to petabytes of data. It uses the standard mechanism that data people would like to work with data. And we are working on some of the greatest challenges of big data today. Can you put the slide, please?
So we're talking big data space, right? So in big data, there are a lot of companies. Maybe tell us a little bit what's different with SQream technology.
So there are loads of startups and new technologies around big data. A lot of them need a lot of knowledge around how to use Hadoop, MapReduce. A lot are specific for rather small problems. We look at problems at the size of 10 terabytes and 20 terabytes as a small problem. And we can solve these problems easily all the way from really small database up to petabytes of a database. And later on, I'll give a few examples. We kind of created a data center in a small box. As you see in the slides, we can do stuff that other vendors like Oracle, IBM, Netita, and Teradata are doing in a 42U rack. So the fact that we are so small and can do so much gives us the scalability, and we are much more scalable than anyone else.
So you mentioned the word easy, but it sounds pretty impossible. So how do you do it?
So the special sauce, the magic of SQream is we're using GPUs. Who knows what a GPU is? Yeah. So a GPU is a graphical processing unit in the machine, in the laptop, in the smartphones. It has a lot of cores. The GPUs we are using, K40s from NVIDIA, have 3,000 cores. And in this machine that you see on the right side, the little one coming from Dell, there are 2 GPUs. So we have 6,000 cores to work with. And the IP of the company, and the reason we started the company, is because we found a way to do big data queries with GPUs, and that allows us to bring a complete data center into a small box.
Okay, so let's be a little bit more practical and talk a little bit some use cases, what type of customers you're going after.
So one of the more exciting thing that we do on the market is we are solving genomics processing problems. One of the use cases used by us, you know that today, in order to find the right treatment profile for cancer, they compare sequences of people with cancer to people without cancer, and they try to find anomalies and how different treatment profiles are working on different people. Today, in order to compare 5 sequences to each other, it takes a lot of time to do that. It takes more than a week to do that with data scientists. To compare 100 or 200 genomes to each other, which makes the anomalies look much better, it's impossible. We enable research institute today to compare 50,000 genome sequences in a few minutes with our technology. And the reason for that is we can scale a problem that is in the size of 2 petabytes with our machines, with Dell servers and with storage. So these kind of problems we are focusing. In that case that you see on the back, we helped Orange France Telecom to analyze all of their CDRs in the last 18 months, or 4 months, or 5 months. They want to know how people are using the phones, what applications, what profile of service the base stations need to give to people. And that's impossible to do with the Teradata. This is only 3 months back. If you want to look at stuff that happens more than 3 months, it's not going to scale, and we can scale. So these kind of customers and use cases we have today, it's going very well for us.
So this looks really impressive and very challenging. Who are your competitors then? Are the big guys?
Yeah, we currently focus on problems that they can solve, like the genomics, cyber situations that have more than 4 petabytes. But usually what we see is Oracle Exadata, Teradata, that's this server, IBM Netezza. We see a little bit of Cloudera and MapR in some cases, but for these type of problems, there's no solution. So we practically have greenfields there.
So these are big guys. How do you plan to scale the company? Are you going to build partnership? How are you going to get in the market?
So I'm not a big expert in genomics. I like to play games. So it's not my expertise, genomics, and I also don't understand much in cyber. What we understand is large data sets. And the way we got into genomics is via a partner that brought us the challenge. He actually didn't believe me that we can solve a 700 terabyte size of a query, and we did it for him. So partners are bringing us ecosystems. This is what's going on now with the Internet of Things, with smart cities partners that are bringing sensors that can load 2 petabytes in an hour, and we can actually absorb this size of data and analyze it in almost real time. So it's via partnerships.
Great. So I think we have about 1 more minute, so I'll open it to the question from the audience.
Yeah. This is our own proprietary DB that is designed for SIMD, for high performance GPUs processing. No, everything is under the hood. The way you work with our database is SQL. So you can use the tools that you're using today to query big data, such as ClickView, Tableau, any other visual tool, .NET, C++, whatever. We're using SQL and ODBC and JDBC. So it's the same way as you used to work, and we are doing encapsulation of all of that for our proprietary database.
Any more question? Okay, so thank you, Ami. I think everyone wants to talk to Ami after we have a really, really complex query. Can go and Ami and see if it can really work. Thank you very much.
Thanks.